Hi there, everyone. I'm Fox 2's Roop Raj. I'm coming to you from home like so many of you right now. And I know COVID-19 has changed our lives, but it can change one thing, our resolve to want to, of course, take on hunger head on. And that's exactly what Forgotten Harvest is doing. And you know what? You're thinking, I wish we could be at the M1 Concourse for this great fundraiser we're calling On Track to End Hunger. And even though we can't be on the concourse itself, we're still going to take you behind the scenes to make sure you enjoy the great treats behind each and every one of those garages that we're going to feature tonight. And so I hope you can sit back and relax and enjoy this virtual fundraiser, all in an effort to raise money for Forgotten Harvest. And so, my friends, Forgotten Harvest needs your help now more than ever before. And we're asking you to do something so simple and so easy. Pick up your cell phone right now and text FEED20 to 91999. You see it right there on your screen. The reason that's so important is because right now, Mercedes-Benz Financial Services, the good men and women there are doing something very special. They're actually matching donations up to $25,000 tonight through Sunday at noon. So Mercedes-Benz Financial Services said we have to do something to help, of course, Forgotten Harvest. And so they're matching that right now. You know, this means your impact is doubled. And while that may seem very impressive, you have to think about the need and how greatly that need has increased. Forgotten Harvest is serving 50% more people than they were before the pandemic. I want you to think about that, 50% more. And so donate now by texting FEED20 to 91999. Now, without any further ado, let's hear from our leader, the CEO of Forgotten Harvest, Kirk Mays.
Thanks, Roop, and thank you for joining us. We know you're at home, but we're happy that you can join us here at the amazing M1 Concourse to take part in our virtual On Track to End Hunger event. Before we get started, I wanted to share an update of our work in the community over the past several months. Although we can't gather in person today, your support is needed right now more than ever. Since March, Forgotten Harvest has looked a little different in order to meet individuals, families, and seniors' increased need for food in Metro Detroit due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Our agencies have seen an approximate 50% increase in clients, and unemployment in Michigan has increased 400% since before COVID-19. We have shifted our model to meet this need by acquiring additional shelf-stable food on top of our regular rescue food, and by increasing our mobile distribution sites, which in turn has led to increased costs. For this reason, we need your support right now more than ever. Unfortunately, food insecurity isn't going away anytime soon. We hope that while joining us tonight, you will show your support through our Text to Give platform and our online silent auction, which is open until Sunday at noon. At any point during this program, you can text FEED20 to 91999 to donate. I want to give a special thank you to Mercedes-Benz Financial Services, because thanks to them, all gifts up to $25,000 will be matched, doubling your impact. You know, every dollar you donate to Forgotten Harvest will help provide $7 worth of groceries, which is doubled through Sunday. So thanks again to Mercedes-Benz Financial Services, and don't forget, log on to ForgottenHarvest.org, COVID-19, to sign up to volunteer or donate now. Although we can't be together at this event, we can still come together to support our neighbors in need. Thank you and enjoy the tour.
All right, Kirk, thanks so much. And we appreciate everything you're doing right now to help in the community. Of course, Forgotten Harvest is no stranger to tough times. That's the time that they decide to jump in and help. And that's what this organization is doing right now. We hope that you'll pick up the phone and text right now, FEED20 to 91999. It is so critically important. And I want to remind you about money real quickly here. $1, just $1 that you donate translates into $7 worth of groceries. Think about that for a moment. $1 translating into $7 worth of groceries. I thought that was just incredible. And it's a great way for you to be motivated to try to help. Another great motivation, the online auction. You want to get some cool stuff? Christmas is around the corner, believe it or not. Maybe not right around the corner, but it's coming before you know it. Get your online items right now. There's some great, cool stuff that you can actually bid on. And all you have to do is go to the website, ForgottenHarvest.org. All right, my friends, we're in for the real treat, the moment you've been waiting for to get a behind-the-scenes look at the car and garage tour. And we're beginning with a couple that they're just wonderful people at Metro Detroit. They do so much to help each and every organization they can, and Forgotten Harvest is no exception. They put their hearts into this, and they also put their hearts into the automobile. Why? Well, Ralph and Doris Gills, they're incredible people. Ralph is the lead designer at one of the big three, and you can tell he's a car guy, so to speak, when you take a peek at his garage. Ralph and Doris have an incredible collection. We'll take a look at that coming up. Also, some of the most expensive and exclusive cars you'll ever want to see. They're also at the M1 Concourse, and that's all thanks to Scott Baker. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Ralph Gills. This is Doris. We're both, I would say, legit car enthusiasts. I've loved cars since I was 6 years old, built them, I raced them, I even designed them, and she at least recently has gotten into the racing hobby and enjoys them as much as I do. Our private garage is a two-level bunker in a way. You know, the bottom level is all about storing the cars, and we have just enough there to do light maintenance. I love Italian cars, Alfa Romeo in particular, and I love Mopars, so I would say I'm a Viper guy and an Alfa Romeo guy. The upper level is really a lounge. We have a nice living space with a TV set, and couches that convert to bedding. So once in a while, we'll spend the night here when we celebrate a little too much to drive home. Let's put it that way. And then we have an elevator, which brings the feature car. This is a car I don't drive very often, an Alfa Romeo, that I put here. It's really the conversation piece. People come up here and they really love the way it looks, and it's just fun to celebrate and share it with people.
And it has a full kitchen and bathroom, so we can get catering brought in and do dinner parties. One of the things I know you love is the open lapping at lunchtime or after work.
Love is an understatement, you know, because it's so convenient. Normally I truck my car 2 states away to go drive. Now I can basically take a long lunch at work. One of the things I really love about it, which I didn't anticipate, was the cathartic effect, right? When I've had a long day, a really busy day, I'm a busy person, you know, work kind of hard. So I get in my car, it's a getaway, right? So I'm in there, even if it's only for a few laps, maybe I'll do 10 laps, but it's all I need. And I'm in a different place, I zone out, I'm enjoying my time on the track, and I get back to my life. So it's an extremely good way to kind of reconstruct the mind.
We have had friends come from other states to visit, car enthusiasts, and they are just so jealous that Detroit has something like this.
One of the charities that we really admire is Forgotten Harvest. I mean, one of the essentials of life is food. And it's one of the things that people forget about. You know, you donate money for charities, but how about feeding people, you know, basic needs? And in these times, sometimes it's a thing that can make the difference between someone surviving or not.
My name is Scott Baker. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in the automotive industry. It's a passion that I've had since the day I was born. What drew me to the automotive world is my passion for cars. Cars are artwork to me. I'm fascinated with every aspect of cars. I have an extremely large collection of cars. They're all beautiful original cars, and it was something that I hadn't fathomed in my entire life. I call this my Disneyland. I'm known as liking things to be very, very modern, very bright. When people walk in, I want it to be jaw-dropping. I have 3 levels in my garage. The very first level is for my babies, for my cars. This happens to be my place for my Rolls Royces, is what I built it for. And they go in, and I'm proud to put them on display. People get to come and visit and see the cars that you have. That's what the main floor is for. On my second floor, this is living space. This is either for me to enjoy with my family or with friends, to come and have dinner, to have drinks, to watch television, to watch a football game, or to sleep and just enjoy myself. And it's a wonderful place to be. It's a combination of being a garage and a home. It's both together. And so you have living space to sit down in, like in a family room. You have a kitchen area. You have your bathrooms. You have a bedroom area. That's what I have here. The complex is made up of a lot of entrepreneurs like myself. I made my office all glass. It's floating from the ceiling. So you can be very creative with these places. You don't have to just do what you see. You can use your wildest imagination. And that's what I've done here. I made a floating glass office, and I can sit there where that seat is by that desk, and I can watch the track. The third floor is very unique. This particular complex was only going to have one building that was going to have a third floor patio on the rooftop. I put a full kitchen in. I have televisions, stereos, and everything built in the walls upstairs. It's complete living space, really, but you're outside. And you get to watch the whole complex and all the action that's going on. Being a businessman in the type of industry that I'm in, it's very stressful, very enjoyable. I love what I do. So you need somewhere to go. You need somewhere to get away. Forgotten Harvest is really, it's a very important organization because it really helps out the people that really need help. When the first time we were asked to be involved in it by the person that started this all, she had a number down. If you do this, you'll feed this many people. If you do this, everybody contributed 3 to 4 times to give back to this community to help them out because we knew the community needed that, and this group was doing this, so we wanted to support them. And that's what this program was all about. And we're very proud to be part of it.
We will continue rolling in and out of these awesome garages throughout the night. What a wonderful treat for all of us. We want to thank Mercedes-Benz Financial Services for matching the donations tonight. It is so critical. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do the kind of work that we're doing for Forgotten Harvest. So Mercedes-Benz Financial Services, thank you for sending along someone so important, Melinda Murnavaj. We want to hear from her in just a moment. And also, we want to hear from Brad Olashensky. He's not only the creator of the M1 Concourse, he's the proud owner of a Mercedes.
Thank you, Roop, and thanks to all of you for joining us for this virtual fundraiser at M1 Concourse this evening. How amazing are these garages? Pretty fantastic. And it makes me all the more excited at the thought of being able to do this fundraiser again live and in person next year. So let's stay positive about that. Mercedes-Benz Financial Services has had a relationship with Forgotten Harvest for more than 15 years. This relationship is so important to us because we truly believe in Forgotten Harvest's mission and the way that they work for the community, but also with the community to combat food insecurity and hunger. Times are definitely challenging right now, but I'd like to ask if you're able to consider making a donation this evening. Mercedes-Benz Financial Services is matching donations up to $25,000. So if you donate now, you have the chance to double your contribution. And what could be better than that? I want to thank you again for joining us and enjoy the rest of the program.
My name is Brad Olashensky. I'm the creator of M1 Concourse. We're here in my garage, and this is my Mercedes G550. It's the best SUV I've ever owned, and I really enjoy driving it, and it's an awesome car. I think the thing I love about the Mercedes is the build quality is incredible. The finishes inside the car, the exterior styling is very aggressive. For an SUV, it's, got a very bold, aggressive look with a very refined interior. And then you got the brand Mercedes, so you know that the quality is going to be there. It's exceeded my expectations.
Thank you, Melinda and Brad. We want to thank you for everything you're doing. And of course, we want to thank Mercedes-Benz Financial Services for doing what they're doing, matching every single dollar you donate. And it is so important because did you know that just by donating $10 right now to Forgotten Harvest tonight, by donating $10, you can help feed a family of 4 for an entire week. Your dollar goes a long way. So I'd like to think the number one reason you're here with us tonight is, of course, to raise money for Forgotten Harvest, but we know that a close second is getting to check out some of these really cool cars. We're getting right back into it, and some of these gems and jewels are sitting behind these garages when you drive by the M1. You don't even realize how awesome it is. One person who does realize it is someone who has a few cars over here, Stan Finsilver, who has a very specific kind of car collecting style. We're going to check that out in just a second. And also, we're really happy to go over to Melissa and Bill Kozera's place, which is definitely one of the largest, if not the largest, private garage that is home to a massive car collection.
My name's Stan Finsilver, and I'm sort of the retired guy around here. I bought my garage here about 4 or 5 years ago when it was first opened. I grew up in Detroit, and in 1962, I was going on my way downtown with my dad and my twin brother, and a guy pulled up behind us in a 63 split window Corvette. And I told my dad, and I was 13 at the time, I'm gonna have one of those one day. And when I was 48, I bought my first extra car, and it was a 63 split window coupe. It's right down the stairs. When I get here and I'm here by myself, it feels like it's my man cave. I'm around things that really intrigue me and things that I enjoy. I also have a boat in my garage. Above the boat is a 1928 Buick, 4-door. It's a Bonnie and Clyde. It's spectacular. I was able to design and make this space my own. That's part of what I do for a living. You get 1,200 square feet, it has a sewer and it has water, and then you can go from there. I own it with a couple other fellows, and we have room for 6 cars. So we have 2 lifts for 4 cars and then room for 2 more in the front. And we did it together. Well, we have a lot of 60s signage, the golf sign, the Firestone sign, things that were part of us growing up. And it's an important part of my life because it was during those years that, I was sort of creating what I was going to be the rest of my life. We still have some room on the walls. I use it so much for fundraising events. I use it for family events. I use it for all kinds of different things. Currently, I'm on the board of Forgotten Harvest, and I'm on the real estate committee, and I'm involved in raising funds for a new facility. Forgotten Harvest really feeds people. It's a means of people having enough food to exist. And when you see an organization that really focuses and really gets the job done, it's encouraging and it makes it easier to contribute, whether it's your time or money. Not everybody can contribute their time and not everybody can contribute their money. Just contribute the way you can. And that's why I got involved in Forgotten Harvest.
Yeah, well, I had the opportunity at a young age of 9 years old to work in my father's business, and he made wood models of cars for the auto industry. So as I watched him hand make these wood models, I took an interest in cars and designing cars, and I told myself I wanted to be an engineer one day, and I also told myself I'd like to be able to collect cars. Our collection theme is low volume production, typically 2-seat roadsters. If there's one of one color, if there's a particular unique option package, those are the kind of cars that appeal to us. We have a total of about 6 garages that we keep our cars in. So this particular unit is 3,200 square feet. It's roughly 40 by 80. And we can put 16 cars in here.
Without a lift. I love the whole feel of the entire garage. You can drive through, you've got a road coming through, and it kind of looks like you're driving through a village, so it sort of brings the outside in. It's like a home for our cars. All 3 of our garages actually look completely different. We have one that we've done nothing to it except put lifts in there so that we can get extra cars in. We have this one that is really designed for parties and large entertainment and things like that. And then Bill's garage is really fun. It's like it's a real garage. It's a Ferrari garage because it's all done up in the Ferrari colors. And
that's where we keep our race cars or our track cars, right? Yeah. So in this garage, we would have the cars that are predominantly on display. They're collectors, and we enjoy them like a piece of artwork, and you can sit in them and enjoy them. The other garage has 7 cars, and those are cars that we actually ride hard on the track. There's a few Ferraris, a few Porsches, a Mercedes, for example, a Corvette, and those are what we call our track cars.
It's not very often that you can see all of these different cars in one space, and then you add in the draw of the garage itself on top of it. It's fun.
When you get to a point in life and you realize how grateful and thankful we are for what we have, it's an opportunity to give back to others. And so we believe that giving is like receiving, and it's just a way to say thank you. It's a way to say we appreciate you, and so it feels good to be able to give back.
If you are a car enthusiast, you're in heaven. If you weren't a car enthusiast, you probably are by now. Thanks to Stan, Melissa, and Bill. It's like an auto playground out there. How cool is that? And by the way, Stan, Melissa, and Bill don't only have their love of cars in common, all three of them are big donors to Forgotten Harvest. And we're hoping that, of course, by inspiring you, by looking at those cool cars in their garages, that you'll be inspired to open up, as they did their garages, your wallets, your purses, and give back to Forgotten Harvest. You can do so now by going to this website, forgottenharvest.org/COVID-19, or you can text FEED20 to 91999. And remember, Mercedes-Benz Financial Services, they're doubling that donation. We want to thank them, and also thank you for making this a successful event. COVID-19's got nothing on Forgotten Harvest. We hope to see you back here next year at M1 Concourse, but in the meantime, we remind you that that online auction does continue until Sunday at noon. Make sure you give a gift to somebody else by giving a gift to Forgotten Harvest, because we know what a gift they are to all of us. This is Fox 2's Roop Raj. What a pleasure and an honor to be with you tonight. We'll see you around.